So, I'm back. It's been a minute. I always say I'm gonna make a bunch of videos and then I never do it because I just never have time. Forgive me if I look a little sweaty. I mean, obviously I'm at work, so. But here I am back to talk about the Titans, and I'm basically just gonna go over the first 4 weeks of the season, since now we're about to have a bye week, so it's like, why not? But yeah, it has not been great these last 4 weeks. But we finally got this win yesterday on Monday Night Football. It seems like we can only win in prime time against Miami. But here we are. So I mean, I'm happy about the win, but it's like, how good was it really? Like, I mean, it was a good win. It was a good win, but we were playing a third string quarterback who had only been on the team for like a week or two. The Dolphins had a bunch of niggas out. Like, I mean, obviously they didn't have Tua, and they didn't have Tua's backup. They didn't have one of their starting offensive linemen. They didn't have a couple other players. I think they didn't have a corner. So, I mean, Miami is trash. So, it is what it is. But, I mean, hey, we scored 30 points for the first time since, I think, 2021. I think the last time we scored 30 points was against Miami in 2021. That's hilarious. But it's not, actually. So, I mean, it really could not have gotten off to a worse start. Pretty much everything that we heard that was positive during training camp in the preseason, I haven't seen a lick of yet at any point. Will Levis is bad, and I mean awful. Like, he's regressed to such a, not even pedestrian level, he's regressed to such an illegitimate level that it's absolutely insane. It's completely insane how stupid he is sometimes. Most of the time. Like, the turnovers are ridiculous. Though that turnover against Chicago was awful, and then the turnover against the Jets was even worse. And then he threw a pick six against the Packers, and at that point I stopped watching. I didn't watch the Packers game, if I'm being honest. I heard on the radio that pick six that Levis threw, and I was done. I didn't even try to listen to it. I didn't watch it. I haven't seen highlights from it. Well, I've only seen one highlight from it, and that's the DeAndre Hopkins touchdown catch. That's the only highlight I saw from it. Will Levis has been bad, and like very, very, very bad, to the point where I'm calling for Mason Rudolph a little bit here. People are like, no, we should keep Levis, let him play the whole season. I'm like, so you want to tank, essentially, again, for the third year in a row, when this team really has a playoff-built roster. Y'all don't want to believe it, but this team is a playoff. This is a playoff roster we have, all right? Outside of the O-line and Levis, this is a playoff roster. And really, the O-line ain't even awful. Like, they had a bad game against the Packers. Yes, an awful game. But the left side of the line specifically has been getting better. Like, Latham's just a rookie, and each week he's gotten progressively better. So I think by the time we get deep into the season, he'll probably be playing some really, really good football, and we won't even have to worry about the left side of the line. Him and Sco, that's a lockup. Now the right side, absolutely tragic. MPF sucks. Rated sucks less, but he still sucks. And then, to be honest, if I'm being real, Cushenberry hasn't been that good. We signed him to a big old deal, and to be honest, he hasn't really been that good. He's been okay, but he hasn't been great. He hasn't done enough for me to be like, oh yeah, we got a great center, blah, blah, blah. He's just been okay. And I'm not a fan. I'm not a huge fan of that. All right? Because when we had Ben Jones, he was cooking. Like, constantly. This man, Cushenberry, he's just been okay. Now, it's early. He could get better. And I think he will get better. But I was hoping to see a little more from him. So, pretty much from week 1, that was really it. Oh, and then another thing. Our special teams sucks. We fired our special teams coordinator last year in the middle of the year after we gave up 2 block punts to the Colts. One of them resulted in Ryan Stonehouse getting hurt. And now this year, we've given up a block punt in every game, almost, I think. Has it been every game? I don't know if we gave up one against the Packers. I didn't watch the game, so I wouldn't know. But we've given up a block punt, I know, in 3 games, because I think we gave up one against the Jets too. So, and then the one that we had, this past one, was just a partially blocked punt that ended up being somehow the Dolphins' ball. Like, I don't know how that wasn't, whatever. If it's simultaneous, they said it's supposed to go to us. But whatever, you know. The refs sucked in this game. I can't cap. The refs sucked. But overall, just been a bad start. I don't know how we have the number 1 defense in the NFL. It does not at all feel like it. All right? I mean, it kind of does. Like, we did good against the Dolphins. We did pretty good against the Bears in week 1 until Levis single-handedly gave them the game. Man, I still can't believe that. I still can't believe that. We're the only team ever to lose a game without giving up an offensive touchdown. Like, that right there made me know that this season wasn't going to be great. That made me know that this season was going to be tragic. How do you lose a game, but you don't give up a single offensive touchdown? Like, and it wasn't even a game that was like 9-3 or 9-6. You know what I'm saying? We gave up 3 touchdowns. 3. None of them were offensive. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy work. That really is crazy work. Anyway, but yeah, Levis, it sounds like he's going to stay the guy. We got a bye week, so I guess this time he's got 2 weeks. I mean, last time he had a bye week, he came in, threw 4 touchdowns. Let's see, but I don't think that's going to happen this time. I mean, he's had a turnover every single game. I'm expecting another one against the Colts. Can we win? Maybe. I think it more so depends on whether or not Anthony Richardson plays. Because if he plays, we're probably going to win. He sucks. I mean, he sucks and he's always hurt. Like, now, if Joe Flacco plays, we might be in trouble. Because for some reason, Joe Flacco just shows up and then dominates for no reason. Like, he's just randomly good. And it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. But here we are, 1-3 now. I don't know how confident I am that we're gonna win a lot more games. Like, especially with Levis at QB. Like, there's maybe 1 or 2 or 3, maybe 3. Because if Jacksonville's as bad as they really look, because they have a team that's actually supposed to be as talented, if not more talented than ours. And they're worse than us, if I'm being honest. They're worse than us. Much worse. So, I think we could beat Jacksonville. So we're what, 1-3? I'd say we beat, let's assume that we beat Jacksonville twice because they just stay bad the whole year. So that's 3 wins. Maybe you get the Patriots. That's 4 wins. The Bengals look kind of iffy. Maybe that's a 5th win. I don't know. You're not going to beat Houston. I don't think you'll beat the Colts a second time. 5-12, 6-11 is where I'm looking at us right now. Like all of this depends on Levis. All right. If Levis actually shows progression, and he has to show it against the Colts. If he has multiple turnovers against the Colts, you can't, and we lose the game, you can't keep him on the field. I'm sorry. Like, I know Titans fans are like, oh, let's fight with Levis throughout the whole season so we can suck. I'm like, I don't want to suck. Like, I'm tired of sucking. We've done nothing but suck. We have a team that's good enough to not suck. Why do y'all want to keep sucking? I don't get it. No Diddy on all of that, by the way. But it's the most frustrating thing to just get on Twitter and see how many people are like, let's keep Levis in so we can stay bad. Or let's do this and that and the other so we can just stay bad and then get a top 5 pick and draft whoever the frick we want to draft. By the way, I want Travis Hunter. I don't want Shedeur. I don't want Cam Ward. I'd rather wait another year and keep playing with. I'd rather keep playing with Levis and then have Shedeur Hunter. Shedeur Hunter. Wow, Travis Hunter on the team as opposed to getting another quarterback and letting him work with Calvin Ridley. That's it. It's only Calvin Ridley. Like, it would only be Calvin Ridley. Tyler Boyd might not be back because he might not re-sign. D-Hop. If we keep sucking, D-Hop probably ain't going to re-sign. And that leaves who? Treylon Burks? Jaquan Jackson? Maybe Nick Westbrook? Like, we need... I don't understand why people don't think we need wide receivers. We can't come up in here without, like, we can't do that. We can't do that. All right? I can't let that go. As much as I want to get rid of Levis, if we do suck with Levis, fine. But then let's suck again next year with Levis and Travis Hunter. Because Travis Hunter is a beast. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is what we need. He is explosive in every shape, fashion, form, whatever. I think he could win the Heisman this year. But, you know, I'd rather have Travis Hunter. And people are like, what position is he going to play? Let him play whatever he wants. Whatever he can play, let him play it. I'd rather he play wide receiver, but hey, whatever he can play it. Play both if you need to. Simple. Like, I want Travis Hunter on this team. So if we go 5-12 and we have a top 5 pick somehow, and Travis Hunter's available, take Travis Hunter. Simple as that, my nigga. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? But look, back to the Titans, back to this year, like, we got this bye week, get a couple people healthy. Also, Chidobe Awuzie, yeah, that might not be a good pick for us. That might not have been a good pickup for us. Because he's been nothing but hurt. So, and then we got that linebacker. What's his name? The guy from North Carolina that we drafted, I can't remember his name. But he's been hurt. So, I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Will I be back? I put it like this. If we lose, I guarantee I'm not coming back and I'm not making a video. All right? I don't like to talk about it. I don't like to talk about us when we're losing. Mainly because I'm gonna sit here and get pissed off and just I don't want to do that on camera because ain't no point. I don't feel like it. I really don't. All right, I'm not a content creator. I like creating content, but I'm not a content creator, so I'm not gonna come on here and spill my feelings consistently like this. I just do it when I feel like it. So I don't do it often. I just do it when I feel like it. I want to do it more. Trust. I want to. I don't know how I will. Anyway, that'll probably be it for now. Hopefully we can beat the Colts and get this season back on track in a couple weeks. But, one last thing before I go. T'Vondre Sweat, he's showing out. I had my worries. I did. I had my worries. He's showing out. He's proving me wrong. And this is what I do. I always have worries, but I'm like, I'm giving you this. I'm giving you a chance to prove me wrong. I want to see you succeed because you're on my team. So I'm going to root for you. I want you to succeed. He's been a dog. And this last game was his most doggiest of dog games. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be a monster in the middle. And hopefully Jeffrey Simmons can get going too, because I'm gonna be honest, he ain't really, you know what I'm saying? His first 3 games, he really haven't been. He ain't been the Jeffrey Simmons we've come to know and love. You know what I'm saying? He's been a little slow. I know he's working through an injury, so hopefully this bye week will heal that up extra, and then he can get to popping, so we can have the best D line in the freaking NFL. Because Harold Landry's also a dog. Arden Key, but Harold Landry's a dog, for sure. People don't want to respect him, but he a dog. Stop playing with him. Alright? Alright. So that's going to be it. That's going to be it for me. Hopefully the Colts lose to us, obviously. So I can maybe do this again. And do this more often. The more we win, the more often I'll do it, probably. So, I'm going to head on out. So, deuces.
We appreciate all the supporters. Most importantly, we appreciate